Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to the Family and All podcast.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Miles. And this is episode 21.
Shot
Of water.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Cheers to 21.
Yes.
Cheers to 21.
We're drinking.
This has literally been the second most, probably the first most consistent thing I've done so far this year.
This year?
This year.
Me too.
And like the second one would be keto. Like those are the two
I'm
most.
very proud that you've stuck to that.
I am too.
I should have just kept sticking to it when I was doing it.
Yeah.
But then Kayla got pregnant and I'll just...
Although I did kick myself out of it during my birthday week and the week after because I had like sweets and stuff for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So getting back into the ketosis part is like what sucks.
Yeah.
But once you're in there, it's like weight falls off of you.
Yep.
But getting back into this is like the part that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so episode 21.
Woo! Guys, if you're in the valley right now,
We're in Satan's butthole right now.
spicy.
Smoke. California has an extreme heat wave right now, and today it reached 113 degrees.
Dude, it's like 95 in the Bay Area. When does it ever get 95 in the Bay Area?
Last night it was 97 degrees until 10 o'clock at night.
It wasn't even cold after that, trust me, because I was up taking the dogs out.
With hot air.
Bruh. I was like...
Literally, like, I had my air on until like 11 o'clock last night.
Oh, my air is 24/7. I feel bad for my air conditioner. Like, when I'm home, I'll try and take breaks and like turn it off, but no, lately it's just been...
And I even turned it on this, so I had to go to work at like 2 o'clock this morning. Mm-hmm. So I got up at 1:30, and I'm getting around, I'm like, fuck, it's hot in my house. I'm like, I'm gonna have to leave the air on for my dogs at fucking 2 in the morning.
That's my main concern. Like, because we're gone all day. Like, my dogs are gonna have a fucking heat stroke in the house. Especially because the sun just hits it.
This house gets sun all day long. In the morning, and in the afternoon, I get this back sun.
Yeah, no. It's running 24/7.
Yeah, same.
I'm sorry.
Well, not 24, probably like 18/7.
Mine's 24/7.
There's like a 6-hour gap where it's not on. Yeah, so if you're in the valley, please try and stay cool. Hydrate. Literally, I drank like 7 huge, so I have this huge water bottle that I leave at work because if I take it home, I'm not bringing it back. Mm-hmm. So I just leave it at work. That's probably like, what is that, 64 ounces?
Yeah.
I drank 7 of those today in a shift.
That's a lot.
Because they don't turn the air on at work that early in the morning. So it doesn't turn on until 9 o'clock when the store opens. So from 2 to 9 o'clock, I'm literally in a hot pocket of air.
Yeah, no. The AC at work, I'm pretty sure, is running all the time, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think because we have exotic birds and stuff, so... They have to be at a certain temp.
Yeah, it's like fucking...
So do I.
It was like a fucking hot pocket there this morning. No, it was so gross. No, yeah, so today's episode is not about California weather.
No, it's not.
But it's something that we had to talk about because it's very prevalent right now. Like, literally, I could see the fucking blades of grass just chipping off. That's how hot it is.
And my yard is just dirt right now because it's so hot.
I went and watered. So on my street, we can water Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays.
You guys have a set schedule?
Yeah, because we're odd. Like, because we have, the city has a different, like, water and sewer than, like, other cities. It's, like, privatized. I know. So we have a schedule. So odd numbers are Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Gotcha.
And then Saturday, Sunday, no one's supposed to water, but everyone fucking does.
Oh, duh. Everyone's home.
So, no, sorry. So Sunday is supposed to be the only day. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays are for even numbers. Mm-hmm. And Sunday is supposed to be a dry day.
Gotcha.
Girl. Let me tell you, no one's listening to that rule. Mm. You know how many people I see on my Sunday morning walks just having that fucking sprinkler blasting?
Yeah, no. There's no point in watering my dirt.
I mean, I still have a good amount of grass, so I'm trying to preserve what I have. But last year, I had nothing. So I was like, whatever. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
But because it was so wet during the winter this year, I grew a lot.
Anyways.
Yeah.
The topic.
Yeah. Today's topic is going to be combined with the 4th of July theme. It's going to be the life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. What the American dream was supposed to be built on. And I think that we're kind of hobbling farther and farther away from that.
I was just talking to a customer this morning. He was literally like my second customer of the day. He's all, man, today's world is so sad. Like, everything the government, etc., is feeding you guys is just a bunch of fucking bullshit.
Okay, hold on. I was agreeing with him until he said feeding you guys. Like, he's exempt from receiving bullshit.
I think he was saying that because, like, there was some younger kids ahead of him, and they were talking about something. He was like, I don't even know what they were talking about.
Right.
He was eavesdropping, and I think he just assumed I was in that age group. Like, they don't care. I was like, oh. I was like, okay.
We're millennials?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were definitely
Gen Z?
Yeah.
That's the one after us, right?
I think
and then Gen X is after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
which I don't know why it's Z and then X. I don't know who names the...
I don't know. Honestly, he said that and I was like, yeah, they'll never learn. They're never gonna... No. He said something else and I was just like, dude, I don't even listen to the government anymore. Like,
I listen to certain people in the government.
Yeah.
I feel like there are still a pocket of good people who are trying to make a change and make good decisions to help mankind, but they are so drowned out by rhetoric from Republicans and Democrats who are just so fucking at odds that they cannot listen to each other. And I don't know where I fall in, like, my political party anymore, because I used to always hit Democrat, but I don't know what to put. Like, I'm very liberal leaning, but I do have some conservative feels and things that I think should stay.
Yeah.
But I lean more, I guess they call it left liberal.
Yeah.
What, I don't know, like, a better way to say
Honestly, I don't even know.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm not voting for none of them right now.
Did you watch the debate?
I did. They were I can't.
It was like...
It was painful.
It was very painful to watch, and it was almost... I mean, it wasn't almost. It was very embarrassing. That's the best we have. No way. Yeah. There's no fucking way that is our best Democratic representative and that's our best Republican representative. Because I do think we have had some good Republican presidents. I do believe that. Now, do I agree with everything that they try and pass and every bill and everything that they try and get pushed to Congress? Absolutely not. I am devastated that they overturned Roe v. Wade because I'm a firm believer in pro-choice. Because these same people that were against abortion and against all these things, now that's not my job to determine at what term a woman needs.
No one's job but that woman.
Exactly. It's not someone in Congress's job to determine what I'm going to do with my fucking body. Now, here's the thing that gets people caught up, because I am vaccinated and I do believe people should have gotten vaccinated, but I do see why people chose not to. And I don't know, it's hard for me because I do want people to have pro-choice, but at the same time, I'm like, we have to look at the greater good and the greater picture sometimes.
Yeah.
But I understand why people are scared to have vaccinations and stuff like that, because a lot of the information is hidden from us.
Yeah, the only reason why I didn't get vaccinated is because I saw a lot of bad things happening to people who had seizures, and I didn't want to risk that.
Right.
I was like, I'd rather be sick than worry about whether or not I'm gonna fucking make it the next day.
Right.
So that was kind of like my thing. I mean, I'm alive.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That was your choice. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that places... Now, if you're going on an airplane, I do believe that you need to show some kind of proof that I'm taking responsibility to not get people who I'm sitting literally 30 spaces away from me or whatever, however much they spaced out people on the airplane during COVID. I think it was
every other seat.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like places like that, I understand why they were like saying, we need to have you vaccinated and stuff like that. But restaurants and stuff like that, like that didn't really make sense to me because we were all doing outside seating anyway. We were all doing these things to make it work. I don't understand why that was such a big deal. But then those are the same people who were saying I have the choice not to get it, are also the same people who are saying they're not for abortion. So you can't pick and choose what you're pro-choice about. I mean, literally, my point is I'm the rule here. I'm the example because that was exactly what I just said. Mm-hmm. I'm conflicted myself, so I can't go out there and tell someone to do that because I'm in that same boat.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And I hate that people are trying to. I don't even know the correct words to say that will make it feel that I'm not trying to pick a side, that I understand both, because that's how the world works. There's never going to be one, unless it's...
Don't pick a side, just love each other.
Right. There is a truth and a non-truth, though. That I do believe. There's always a truth to a story. So that's never changing because that's inevitable. But I'm talking about like variables, those can change, but not an end result.
Yep.
I
get it.
So how do you feel about like the state of the world at the moment?
I think it's all turning to shit at the moment. I think now more than ever is a time for everyone to come together.
We're so divisive right now.
I know.
Everyone is so divisive.
It's ridiculous. This world is not going to make it if we're...
Not just America, the world.
The world, period. Yeah. If we keep going in the direction that we are going, we're not going to make it. And it's so sad to think about.
And I'm going to say something, and it's going to ruffle a lot of feathers, and it's probably going to make some people mad at me, but I feel like the Bible has caused so much friction and tension and divide and just ickiness in the world. There has been more wars fought over religion than anything in the entire existence of mankind.
Mm-hmm. For what, though?
And that's supposed to be a book of love, and a book of sacrifice, and a book of repent and love thy neighbor. It's supposed to be, that is what God is supposed to be, is love.
I think that if there was a one person, we don't know his truth. That thing has been rewritten so many times.
And if that is his plan, the plan is flawed. Mm-hmm. If that was his plan all along, it is flawed. Mm-hmm. It is a flaw. It's a flaw. There's no way around it.
A lot of people hate that I say that I don't believe in that book and then this guy, and I'm like, how can I How can I?
Yeah.
There's 50 million different freaking copies of one story, all reworded different ways. I'm like, that makes no sense to me.
And a lot of...
You can't tell me that he created me. You can't.
I know.
You tell me that. I can't. I can't believe it. I'm not an atheist, you weirdos.
Oh, I am.
I'm not.
I will fully accept that. I will fully accept that title.
I couldn't say that I'm an atheist. I do believe there is some sort of higher power.
So you're agnostic is the word for it.
Okay. I don't know these terms.
Yeah.
I believe there is some sort of higher power, but what everyone else believes in is not real.
Right.
Definitely more of a Darwin theory type of gal, but that's just me.
Same. And this is not me trying to shit. Well, I guess it is, but I don't think people who enjoy the Bible and follow its words and the story, and I don't think you're stupid. I do not think that at all. I want to make that very clear. I don't enjoy that they feel so strongly about something in a book that they feel they need to pass laws based on that book.
Mm-hmm.
I am a firm believer in the separation of church and state.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there needs to be more of that. And this crunch down on religious and the people that are in Texas that are trying to get the 10 Commandments posted in every classroom.
Ridiculous.
It's too much. It's too much. And they want to come for, Black History Month. They want to come for Pride Month. They want to come for June 19th because they say, well, you're making me feel excluded. Every day is a good day for a person that is a so-called Catholic, Christian. They have a connection in a family automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great for them. I love that for them. I love that you have someone that you can connect with over this. I love that. I do enjoy parts of religion.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy parts of it. Now, organized religion, I believe, is the highest form of highway robbery in the world. The fact that churches don't have to pay taxes.
That's ridiculous.
You want to collect money at a church that's supposed to be free for people to worship in.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow the word, God would never have wanted that. God would never have wanted someone to put out a basket and say, hey, I need a contribution from you to show that you appreciate this church. No, I appreciate this church because this is the place where I'm supposed to worship my higher power and savior and lover.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm supposed to love it.
Yep.
So that for me is kind of the iffy part when it comes to religion.
Yeah.
Because I do love that it brings people together and it shows people and it gives people a morality and it gives people a road map to kind of follow.
Like something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I don't believe I need that book to have morality because I think I have a very strong central compass that points me to do good because that's what I want to be as a good person.
Yep.
I don't believe that I need a book to tell me how to treat others and how to respect others and how to respect opinions and listen to views and,
it's crazy that I think probably about 85% of those people that read the book in my life are probably like the most rudest people.
The most judgmental.
They are.
The most judgmental.
Drives me insane. How are you?
But they're not. I don't want. Not all of you are like that.
Not all of you, but like, how are you gonna try and preach that word, but then you treat this person like shit?
Yeah, or cheat on your wife, or eat fish or eat chicken on a Friday. or don't follow through with Lent, or the thousands of other things you're just happening to overlook, but you want to focus on this.
No, I get where you're coming from.
Marry out of wedlock.
Yep.
Premarital sex. Like, no, I'm not trying to agree with it. But seriously, like, I don't know. I hope everyone understands that we're not trying to attack. Mm-hmm. Basically, this is our podcast. Mm-hmm. This is just our opinions. If you don't like it, you can go and click somewhere else. But we're putting this out there because I'm sure there's other people that feel the same way, that are kind of feeling like, I'm very ostracized when it comes to religion, and I don't necessarily feel like I pretty much belong, but I believe there might be a higher power, or if there is a God, there isn't. That's not for me to decide. It's not for you to decide. It's not for you people to decide.
It's like, long story short, everyone has their own opinions, feelings, thoughts.
But we need to come together.
Yeah, nowadays, with the way the world is, like I said, we are so far from each other. If we don't come back to where we first started, it's all going to end.
Yeah.
We're all going to disappear.
We're all going to start hating each other. Everyone's just going to be fucking fighting each other.
Like, the riots are bad now and school shootings are bad now. Like, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. No one thinks that way. I think that's the problem. Not everyone thinks that way.
Because as humans, and I'm including myself in this, we are innately selfish. And it's very hard to give that up to, I'll use this as an example. There are people in your life that are only there to see you on the down. Mm-hmm. But once you start to get up, it triggers the fuck out of them. Mm-hmm. And you start to become something and come out of your life and be better than you were before. They hate to see it because you're winning.
Yeah.
And that's scary that there's people out there like that. Yeah. And those are the people that are holding us back. Mm-hmm. Because yes, I'm selfish. I can admit that. I am selfish. It's in my nature. I'm about me. If I see someone struggling, I'm going to do my best at what I have and what my gut tells me to help. Now, if my gut is telling me, do not pull over for this car because this seems fishy, I'm going to keep driving and I'm going to call 911 and say, hey, someone's broke down on wherever the fuck,
Yep.
bumfuck nowhere.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to stop for everyone, obviously, but I'm going to do what I can. And I'm going to do it unselfishly. These people that are giving money to homeless people just to film it and put it on social media, like, that is so ugly to me. That's so ugly. Like, you're putting this person's life on display for likes and clicks and views.
There's a guy on YouTube who lives in Arizona, and I think it's called like Tailton Streets or something like that. And he literally just goes up to random homeless people, hookers, whatever, and druggies, and questions them about their lives, how they end up there. And I'm just like, why? You have like 6,000 subscribers or 6 million subscribers now. I mean, some of the stories are a little entertaining because.
Does he like blur faces or anything?
No.
Oh wow, just like full out display.
Yeah, and then like there's some that he'll see like 6 months down the road, and some are super cleaned up or look like they're getting better. Some just decline. Like, but I see him getting clout for it, but It's like, why?
Yeah.
Find something else.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And being someone who has been kicked out of their home multiple times and not had a place to live. Now, granted, I've never had to live more than like 3 weeks, out on my own, but it's scary to be out on the streets. Like, luckily I had a car.
Yeah.
Imagine if you didn't have that. You got to always worry about, like, someone might kill me. Someone might do something to me because they know they're not going to get in trouble for it.
Yep.
I probably won't eat that day. Probably won't drink anything unless I find, like, a good garden hose or something.
Hey, hose water's pretty good.
Not when it first comes out. That shit burns like a like a mother.
All the metals just up right there.
Literally, you get that like pocket burst of fucking copper.
Let me run it for 3 seconds.
Oh, 30.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get the cool water. You got to make sure that hose is nice and crisp. Yeah, I don't know. That just always makes me feel icky seeing people do that to get clout on social media.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why it's... I ask Denise this all the time. And she, we have discussions like this all the time, because, I don't think she'll get mad at me for... She is very religious, and she's a devout Christian, and I love that for her. And I love that about her, because she has devoted her life to God, and she's good. She's that same person that I met however many years ago. She's never judged me. She's never said anything to me. So I can't fault her, and she can't fault me for what I believe in.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful relationships because we have conversations like this, and it's never anything where when they leave, we're like, oh, I fucking hate them. It's like, okay, cool. We had a really good discussion about this conversation. We might have ended on 2 completely endpoints, but that doesn't mean we can't
be friends
and talk and have a good time. And I don't understand why people can't understand that. Like, we just need to come together and fight as one to get things done. Because if we have these little pocket battles, it's like, yeah, you won this little battle, but that is the war up there that we're losing.
Mm-hmm.
That up there.
Yep.
And us little people down here are like, I don't want to say peasants, but we're like, yeah, like, they still can all ask some more. And I feel like we're heading down that direction, and it's very scary.
For sure. I believe it.
I feel like the poor it's very much Robin Hood. The poor is just going to get poorer, and the richer is just going to get richer. And they're going to get so rich that it's going to fucking suck the money out of the fucking, what do they call it? Stocks. What's the name for it? Like the Dow Jones or something like that? Dow Jones?
Something like that. I don't fucking know.
It's just going to suck the money out of the economy. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be sitting there looking stupid and bald-headed like,
So I need to get my land first and start planting. I have my own veggies and shit.
And it's... Why does someone need $365 billion? You're never going to spend that in your lifetime. Mm-mm. Ever. Your lifetime, your kids, their kids, and their... 4 generations, they've determined that they will never be able to spend that amount of money. And... they also factored in each family having 20 relatives. All taken care of for the rest of their lives. Never have to work. 4 generations.
Oh, my generations don't have that.
We sure the fuck do not.
What the fuck? I think I got negative 20 to my...
But like that's the thing. Living paycheck to paycheck in America is we want to say that we're this great power and this... powerful nation, and homeless people are...
I think it's crazy how people like across seas will come visit us and like, oh my god, America's so great. I'm like, no. Try living in it and you'll see.
The idea of America is great.
The idea, yes. Because what America used to be was great.
Yeah.
What we were actually fighting for. No, now I'm just like, bro, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Can I come to Canada? Justin Bieber, can I live with you?
Ew, he lives in America now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Think so.
I think he lives in Canada still.
Well, isn't he married to that,
Hailey Bieber? Oh, what's her name? Haley, Baldwin.
Oh, I was gonna say Seinfeld? I don't know.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I think of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, I just remember being so proud to be an American when I was younger. And to see the Olympics and see people flying that American flag, I would get so emotional because I'm like, wow, like we're so respected. Coming to find out, the secrets that shit was going on behind the scenes, I was like, maybe we weren't that great. Maybe we weren't, but
no, thank you.
I just feel like we have fallen so far from what I think our forefathers would have saw for America. And I think that people want to stick either so tightly to what they originally drafted up, where it's like, yes, that worked now, but you have to adapt it to today's times, that it's kind of hard to reason with them. And then there are people who just don't give a flying fuck.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's hard because I mean, I do love being from like America. Obviously, it's given me more opportunity than if I was born somewhere else in the world. You know, I can't complain about that because I've had more of an opportunity to become something than a majority of the world. But I don't know. It's just hard because
I think getting to where we want to be is hard.
Yes.
I think we're faced with more obstacles than a lot of people around the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's draining.
But I will say a lot of people around the world have it way worse than we do. Majority of the world.
Exactly. But it's like, damn, dude. I feel like around the world, like other countries, they have fewer steps to get where they need to be. Mm-hmm. Us, we have a lot of steps to get where we want to be.
Mm-hmm. And taxed every fucking step of the way.
Exactly.
Oh, you sneezed on that step, you gotta pay tax for that. Oh, you sighed in traffic, there's a tax for that.
It's ridiculous.
So you want me to pay taxes for, we'll use the library as an example. You want me to pay taxes on city property that I pay tax for. You want me to pay a tax to keep the upkeep up, which is also taxed. And then you want me to pay more taxes to have the roads fixed in front of the library. That's supposed to be free and publicly funded, but I got to pay a tax on it being publicly funded.
Mm-hmm.
That's already 6 taxes for one building.
Ridiculous.
Like,
I don't understand it, but ridiculous.
It's wild to me how much I see come out of my paycheck. And then when I get my tax return, I'm like, this is highway robbery.
For real.
I feel like they are the Treasury is the fucking Stanley Ipkiss in The Mask when he had the fucking bags of money.
Oh my
I feel like that's what they're doing with our tax money.
Probably.
And every year, we need to make this a bill or petition and bring it to Congress. I want a fucking breakdown, numerical breakdown of where my fucking tax money is going, and I want to choose where that fucking money is going to go. Because I'm going to put it into the schools. I'm going to put it into fucking road work, and
I'm going to put it into parks.
And parks. That was my third one.
National parks. I don't give a fuck about these playgrounds. They're nasty anyways.
And it's like, why is it not clean? You're taxing me out the asshole. Go fucking hire someone to clean it at a livable working wage. Mm-hmm. Don't pay them $9 an hour. You want them to go work out in the middle of the fucking 113-degree weather for 5 hours, wiping down a metallic fucking slide for $9? Yeah. Suck my dick. That's like
for $9.
For $9. Like, we need to pay people a living fucking wage.
Literally, I think everyone could get by. Like, normal people. We're normal. No, we're not rich. We're normal. Mm-hmm. I think if everyone got paid a good almost $30 an hour in this fucking world, we'd be okay. For the time being.
It's not even, it starts at the top because there is so much trade and money exchange and stuff with different countries and laws and taxes. And I mean, importing is crazy. Mm-hmm. How much we're taxed for importing stuff. I get it. People got to get paid.
Yep.
Why the fuck are we importing so much? These countries are out of debt because we're paying them billions of dollars to ship us shit. And then we're going to give billions of dollars to a war that we're not even involved in.
That makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me.
Like, what the fuck?
We're at war with ourselves. I could use that money too, you know.
And if the tables are turned, they're not sending us shit.
They never would. No.
They're not sending us shit.
When was the last time America received a good lump sum of money? Not that we need it, but like...
I think during COVID we got some money from overseas.
It's all scam to me.
Yeah. Well, the whole money. So I encourage you all, if you have never seen this documentary, movie, whatever you want to call it, it's called Zeitgeist.
I haven't seen it.
And it breaks down the American money system, and it's honestly disgusting. So the thing that really fucking opened my eyes, they were like, just so you know, so say you put $1,000 into the bank, right? Mm-hmm. That's not your money anymore.
No, it's the bank's.
It's automatically going back into the central banking system because to open that bank, they had to open a loan. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you put money in there, it is no longer your money. Mm-hmm. Because say they owe the central banking system $80,000. When you put your $1,000 in, you are now negative $79,000. That's crazy.
That's why I don't bank with banks.
That's fucking crazy to me.
I don't know.
That's why when you put out, they can't let you withdraw all.
I try to keep as much cash with me as possible, so I don't have to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, banks are a fucking Ponzi scheme too.
For real.
Anything they can find a tax, they will. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I paying $3 extra to purchase this $5 pack of gum?
Why? What I don't like with banks, like, why if, say, I had WF and I needed to go to B of A because that was the closest one to withdraw money. I might be charged $5 to withdraw money.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they all be connected in some sort of way? That's all the government's money anyways.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you charging? What are you going to use that money for?
What's the fee?
Right. Yeah.
Just go buy something.
Please go watch Zeitgeist if you guys have not. People call it a conspiracy theorist movie because it does go into 9/11 and how they think that was an inside job. Mm-hmm. And also it breaks down the Bible and religion. Mm-hmm. So I very much enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
Or docuseries, whatever you want to call it. It's on YouTube and it's free. You don't have to pay to watch it. If you have premium, like I do, then you don't have to worry about ads. Okay, so we've talked a lot of shit about America. America, brother. What are some things that make you proud to be an American?
I don't even know anymore.
I will say that what I love about America is...
When we get golds in the Olympics makes me pretty excited.
That anyone can start from anywhere and make it here.
Yeah, that is true.
You know? Mm-hmm. You could start... Your family could be dirt poor for generations. And you could be the one to change that. And...
I'm trying.
Hello.
I'm trying.
And change the course of everyone's life.
Yeah.
You know? That I do love. I do love that... Now, everyone thinks that... Christianity is the main religion in America. It is not. There is no main religion and no main language, as far as my knowledge is concerned, in America. There is no main thing. So whenever people say, go back to where you came from, it's like, you're not even back where you came from.
No. English is the hardest language to learn.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Why the fuck is there a PH for F? Fuck you, Stephen.
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. When I look at the dictionary and I see all these words that are similar but spelled differently, I'm like, why? Why?
There.
Why?
To.
Why are you making life hard?
What are those words called? Where there's no matter which way you spell it, it's going to be spelled the same way. Like race car. No matter what, if you spell it backwards or front, it's going to be race car no matter what.
I don't know what they're called.
Like
race car is 2 words, isn't it?
No, it's 1 word.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I've been spelling it wrong for years.
You spell race?
And then car? They didn't teach me that in English.
Wow.
Just saying.
And honestly, America, pay your teachers fucking better.
For real, dude.
Those are the pillars of the future of America, and they're getting paid fucking chump change. It's disgusting. Pay these teachers more.
A lot of them don't even want to teach because of their pay.
Exactly. And because of the kids they have to deal with nowadays. I couldn't do it because honestly, I'm not a kid person.
I think I could do middle school and below.
No.
Middle school and below, but I couldn't do older kids.
If I, gun to my head, said, what grade are you teaching? I'm going to say, bullet.
What'd you just say?
Bullet. Shoot me. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe 4th grade. Maybe.
No, I was a dick in 4th grade. 4th grade and up, I was.
Middle school kids are the fucking most vile kids I've ever met in my life.
You were pretty bad in middle school.
I would never want to teach middle school or high school.
I couldn't do high school.
Ever.
I couldn't. I'd probably throw hands.
Yeah. Because I will never forget, I said something very disgusting to my Spanish teacher. Mm-hmm. And to this day, it is like the one regret I have in life. Yeah. And I think I told you what I said. I'm not going to say it on here because it's not good.
No bueno.
But, I mean, it didn't feel good in the moment, but also it didn't feel good to have a teacher talk to me the way they were talking to me. Mm-hmm. So I can only imagine trying to teach high school kids.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Me either. At all. So what would you... Okay, so an alien falls to Earth. Bleep Blorp falls to the Earth. You have to explain 4th of July to them. Mm-hmm. How would you explain it?
I have to explain 4th of July to them?
And what you would want it to mean.
Basically, 4th of July, listen, bleep blurb, is a time where all of us Americans get together and celebrate the love we have for one another. See how my accent changed? Because we're all together in this. No, but
you're doing a hell of a job explaining this to Bleep Blurp.
Well, how do you think Bleep Blurp can understand me?
He can understand. He's shaking his head, right? Bleep Blurp, right there.
It's Pikachu.
It's Bleep Blurp.
No, really, though, 4th of July should definitely be a day where, like I said, all of us Americans, the world around us, we just come together and celebrate life itself, pretty much, and what we've been working for. Mm-hmm. That's what it should be. Is it? No, just gunshots and fireworks.
What's that? Alcohol.
Do it one more time.
Alcohol.
Don't know the show.
Okay, so if I had to explain 4th of July to Bleep Blurp, I would say, Bleep Blurp, come here.
Sit down, daddy slap.
Come here. Bleep Blurp. Bleep Blurp.
Okay. We're a little delusional. It's hot.
Let's say Bleep Blurp. Listen, girl.
Coming close.
Bleep Blurp.
Bleep blurp blurp blurp.
Bleep blurp blurp bleep. Listen. 4th of July started because we were sick of the tyranny of the English monarchy taxing the shit out of us. And so we went and threw all of their precious tea that they were taxing us on into the river and decided that we weren't going to take that tyranny anymore and that we were going to tear down the patriarchy.
The tea was really good, by the way.
Yeah. Turned the whole Boston Harbor into a big
English tea.
Sun tea. Sweet tea. And we created a holiday in 1776 to celebrate this called the 4th of July because that's when it was passed. And our forefathers signed it into law that we were never going to be taxed on anything ever again. And that worked out great for us, obviously.
50 million taxes later.
And
probably being taxed on this video right now.
Right. What they wanted for America and for, our ET folk like you, Bleep Blurp, is they wanted the opportunity to anyone to come to America and be something and make something of yourself and to show how great America can be and America should be. And we are such a diverse country that we should have no problem loving thy neighbor and helping thy neighbor and becoming one unit to stop the tyranny of the patriarchy that is currently happening at the moment.
Waiting for it to stop.
Yeah. So that's how I would explain it to Bleep Blurp. We'll see you later, Bleep Blurp.
I'm just gonna go live with Bleep Blurp.
I know.
Okay, shit.
He's gonna go to Jupiter to get stupider.
We're dead.
Okay. So to end off, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we ran.
We went on a tangent on this episode because we feel very strongly about this. But if you made it this far, please comment, like, subscribe, and share. We're gonna get into our last one.
Have a shot for us.
Have a shot. Have a hit of your Benjamin Button.
That's pretty good.
And we're going to do one last question, and then we'll do our sign-off. So my last question to you.
Mm-hmm.
You get elected to be president, and you're allowed to pass 2 laws. Congress and the Senate is not standing in your way. Whatever you decide will become law. What laws are you creating?
My first law would be that all feminine products are free to all women around the world.
Okay, JFK.
But for real, though, that would definitely be one of my laws. Like, I can't even express my feelings for that. Like,
okay, that's a good law.
The second, damn, so many emotions going through my body right now. Bro, that's a lot of power in my hand.
I'll do one and then you can.
Okay,
I'll give you time. My first law would be to actually make jail and prison a rehabilitation instead of a place where there's such a high return rate. Return rate. That is what jail and prison was initially created for, was rehabilitation, to see if these people can be reacclimated into society as good law-abiding citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is not happening because there is so much laws that will keep someone going back regardless of how well they are doing in life. So my first one would be to decriminalize a lot of laws, like not misdemeanors, like petty crime, and up the time on misdemeanors and felonies and like murder charges, basically.
I think I'm going to add to yours. I think with that bill being said, I think everyone who is going in for those misdemeanors or felonies definitely should all be allowed a chance to go through some psych evals.
That's what I'm saying, for like rehabilitation, for sure.
Just
therapy
before they're actually being processed, because some people are just crazy and need that kind of help instead of being put in a cement box.
Did you think of your second? That was your second one?
Yeah, I'm mad on yours, yeah.
My other one would be to run for any kind of city council, Senate, Congress, president, House Speaker, anything. You need to at least work in government works for 5 years. You need to think of how many hours you need to have as a hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how many hours you need as a massage therapist. You need none of that to run for the president of the United States. You have to be 35, and I think you have to... There's one other one.
I'm 32. I can run.
I can run next year if I wanted to. There is nothing, obviously, because we see with, current candidates that you don't need any prior experience, and to appoint people in positions that, why the fuck was Betsy DeVos the head of education? What the fuck was that? That lady probably can't even read The Cat in the Hat. And you made her the fucking head of education? What the fuck was that?
Yeah. I had a lot of questions for those up in there.
In the Supreme Court, we're crumbling that to the ground. I'm sorry. Fuck the Supreme Court.
What's the point of them?
They're the ones that are like the last ones to like pass a law. They're the ones that overturned Roe v. Wade. Yeah. And when Trump became president, he appointed 2 or 3 people onto the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
no. Presidents should not be allowed to appoint people into that at all. Those need to be fucking public voted in.
I don't think people who are in power or have money, like celebrities and stuff like that either, should get any type of special treatment.
No.
It makes no sense. Like, you're still a human being. You committed the same crimes as this guy over here.
Right.
Why are you getting a
Exactly. Why the fuck is Caitlyn Jenner walking free when she killed 2 people in a car accident, ran them over, and then got Woman of the Year that year? How?
Since day one.
How are you trans, but hate on trans people?
It bothers me.
I don't get it. I do not get it.
It bothers me.
If you want to be trans, that is your decision and your fucking choice. Why are you trying to make that decision for other people? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm pretty positive that they are against all gays, not just trans. And I'm like, excuse me.
Yes, they are very conservative. They did try and run for president.
I'm like, excuse me, but, what?
Yeah.
What?
And they're not the only one. There's plenty of people who have committed heinous crimes that are walking free just because they have a little bit of status.
Makes no sense.
None.
If that was me, I would be in prison.
For life.
Exactly.
For life.
Like, why?
There would be no chance of parole.
Nope.
No bond. Anything.
Nope.
At all. For
what? Color my skin?
No.
All my tattoos?
It's because you say 3 like this.
I ain't gonna lie. Today at work, I fucking caught myself. I was like, 3. Well, so you okay? I was like, yeah.
She got the lesbian.
Kayla saw that. Watched that episode yesterday. And she's like, not Miles calling you out.
Well, I see it. I say it.
I'm just used to these.
I'm sure you are. But thank you guys so much. This was a kind of an intense episode.
It was. I'm sweating. I'm curious to how our reactions will be.
So we went through a bunch of different topics today. But just to rebound and kind of sum everything up, I'm not a hater of religion. I'm not a hater of the Bible. It's not for me. It will never be for me.
Same.
So please do not try to push it on me and push it onto other people who don't receive the Bible.
Same.
Because we will respect that you enjoy it. Respect my opinion
to get respect, you have to give respect.
Exactly.
So.
And I have many people in my life that are very religious, and I love them. Mm-hmm. My love will never change for them. So I
won't listen to you preach, though.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah. That will never happen.
That's against my religion.
Yeah. Shut up. I do believe that there is still hope for the world to change. Mm-hmm. Because I see glimmers and pockets of it, and that part is so inspiring to me because I'm like, the kids get it. Mm-hmm. Because this Gen X, they don't give a fuck. If they see something wrong, they're calling you out for it. And I love that.
Yeah.
Because, yes, you can say whatever the fuck you want. There is freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but you cannot be angry about my reaction to what you say.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
Exactly.
But if you say something that I don't like, I'm going to rebuttal.
It's more of just an opinion. If I get a little heated, then it's a rebuttal.
Right.
It's normally just an opinion. And then you're not going to like what I say. Then I'm rebuttaling, and we're just going to keep going back and forth.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to win.
You're going to retattle my rebuttal, and then I'm going to tittle off your tattle off the rebuttal of my retittle.
And then we're just going to go, all right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. Peace out.
Deuces. I mean deuces.
Yeah. Stupid. There is hope for the world, and I do love parts about being an American, but I believe we have fallen a little bit, but we can get back there, but not with our current
status,
presidential candidates at the moment. I believe we really missed out on Bernie Sanders, and that one still hurts a little bit because I believe he really could have helped this country, and the fact that people just wrote him off as a crazy old Jewish man is very disheartening.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure the two candidates running are just as crazy.
Beyond.
Like, crazy.
Beyond. And I would love to see AOC run for president.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, at this point if she's running tomorrow, I don't think she's going to win. But I believe if she runs, she'll get enough traction and enough attention where people will be like, oh, you know what? She's actually making fucking sense. Also, there's another congresswoman. I just posted her on my story on Instagram the other day where she broke down a minimum wage job to JP Morgan, who runs the Morgan banks.
Yeah.
And she broke down minimum wage to him, and he was flat. He could not explain it. He couldn't explain why these people are not making more. He just doubled, almost tripled his salary from the previous 5 years. And these people are still making the same amount of money. That's crazy to me.
Does he need a sugar baby?
I'm sorry, his probably has like 10 or 11 at this point. Yeah, so please be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors, be good to people without the notion of feeling like, if I'm going to do this, am I getting anything out of it? Sometimes you just have to do things knowing you're never going to get something in return, but it's just the way the world is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Just love one another.
Yes.
Like I said, this time now is the best time to just come together, no matter what our differences are.
Yes. And I love everyone.
We love you.
Is that sign language?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Do it again.
We love them.
We love you.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Miss Rachel on YouTube. And she teaches.
Oh no, I was watching this documentary. Okay.
She teaches sign language, but I teach the baby, so.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary on gorillas the other day. Fascinating.
Oh, for sure.
Fascinating creatures.
I love them.
Fascinating creatures.
We'll talk about the world's smartest creatures in an episode.
Yeah, for sure. Because that was another one I'll go fucking ape shit.
Sorry.
Pun intended. I didn't realize it. I will go ape shit for it. But thank you guys so much. This is a really good episode, I believe, because I don't believe people really knew like our political stance and religious stance.
I will say a lot of our episodes, one of my friends, she's like, man, watching and listening to you guys, I never knew where you guys like stood. And like when we did our LGBTQ plus episode, she's like, I didn't know any of that. Like, and I'm like, well, you know, not everyone does. Not everyone wants to know either.
And there's a lot of things we still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning every day.
Yeah.
You know?
And she's got to the point where now, you know, she got this little book that introduces a gay couple in it, and her son reads it. And she wants her son to like know his Auntie Riri and his Auntie KK, and
that's so cute.
He's got other family members too. So I mean, here they are.
Yeah, that's so cute.
We're here to teach you while also learning. So.
Exactly. Yeah. But thank you guys so much, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell.
Subscribe.
Please. We know you're watching the shorts.
Hit that plus button right here too to follow us on TikTok. Wait, no, it's on this side. Yep, plus on this side. Subscribe down here.
I'm not throwing up gang signs, I promise. Don't do it.
Wait, what? I was like...
I know. No, that's why I stopped it. Yeah, so other social medias.
TikTok, obviously. Still slowly catching up with all of those. I really am trying to like slow it down so everyone can go to our YouTube and watch the full episodes. We got a few new subscribers on there.
Yes.
Instagram, again, keeping up. We're on Twitter and Spotify. like you said.
And we also have a Patreon, but I
didn't know that.
We have a Patreon. I sent it to you a long time. I'll send it to you again. And I feel like once we start getting a good amount of comments back about questions or concerns, we'll start doing like comment readings and stuff like that on the Patreon. Yeah. So please leave some comments for us. Like if you have a question or you just want to.
For some reason, everyone wants to see my facial expression, so they've been going to YouTube to watch the videos. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Probably because I'm just talking the whole time and you're like.
I just listen to you. You fascinate me.
When I'm editing, I'm like, damn, I'm still talking. I'm still going.
It's okay. It's fine.
But it's our medium, so we can talk as much as we want.
Yeah. There's some episodes where I'm talking more, and there's some episodes where you're talking more. So that's what it is.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next one.
We love you.
That part. Bye, guys.